We need to tell our story. We are not a secret organization. We've never been a secret organization. We just have done a very lousy job at telling people who we are and what we do and what we're all about. A lot of it may be pride. A lot of it may be, we just do what we do because it is what we do, and we don't talk about it. But we need to. We need to let people know who we are and what we're all about. We talked about it again last night with the new Rotary logo and the Rotary wheel and why we need to get that brand out into our community. I need you to tell me the truth this morning, all right? How many of you use Facebook? Hold your hands way up. Wow, a lot of you, awesome. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Facebook if you want to, like Doug has. You can stalk us all you want to. We travel around a lot, and one of the great things, one of the things that we've been doing for a long time has been posting pictures. Everywhere we go, any event we do, we're painting benches in the park, we take pictures and post it. Because it's a great way to start conversations with people that see those pictures on Facebook. People we don't even know. They might come to us and say, what in the world were you doing with so-and-so the other day? Well, we were planting flowers downtown. Why? Well, it's a Rotary project. What's Rotary? That's the question that we want to start answering, because sometimes we'll get that question off the top. Hey, what is Rotary? And you get that gut feeling, like, oh, I've got to explain what Rotary is. And it's hard when you get asked that, to really explain to people what is Rotary. It's much easier for them to start the conversation by seeing what we do and seeing the passion that we have and the work that we do as we begin to change lives in our hometown. We make things better for other people that we know and don't know. It's a great way to move into that Rotary story. So what's it called when you take a picture of yourself? Amy, selfie. And Rotary's motto is service above self. We did this last night, so board don't answer. So what are we going to do this year? We're going to take service above selfies. Everybody smile. You like that, don't you? Take pictures, share it on Facebook. Service above selfies, brown it, or hashtag it, or and share with people around the world the great things that you're doing in your Rotary Club. It will start the conversation and allow you to move into your Rotary moment. Pastor Governor Bart talked about your Rotary moment in his Rotary moment last year. It's a story we need to tell. We all remember when we were invited to the Rotary Club, when we were finally inducted as a new member of the Rotary Club, and we were penned with our first lapel pin that we lost about 3 months later because we can't remember what jacket we put on. Right? We remember those moments. But then we also remember, like me, when we went to the special needs class at Christmas time, and we spent a little time buying those gifts for those children, and they ripped the packages open, and the girl that I bought presents for kind of pushed her toys aside and grabbed her jacket and held it up high and looked at it and then hugged it as hard as she could hug it. And I found out it was her first jacket that she ever had. It wasn't a hand-me-down from a cousin that she'd never met before, or an older brother or sister. It was her jacket. Those are the moments we start to remember, and the moments that we need to share as we become a true Rotarian, not just a member of a Rotary Club. When we get the heart of a servant, and we become Rotary proud, and we start to share those moments with others. One of the stories we need to tell this year, and a story we have to start telling this year, is the story and the project that we started as an organization back in 1979. When a small group of Rotarians joined other world agencies in a small village in the Philippines. And we started putting those 2 life-saving drops in the mouths of those kids in those villages. And we started seeing the eyes and the faces of those moms and dads start to light up, because they knew then that their children would not suffer and have to be aided by the use of braces or crutches any longer. We started the process to end polio. And in 1985, we made the promise to the world that we would take this on as an organization, and we would end that disease and wipe it off the face of the earth. And we really are this close to getting that journey done. It's a story we need to tell this year. Many of you, many of us, and we will this week at our fundraiser at the Easy Rider Rodeo next week with 71 tons of ice. It kind of makes it easy for us to do the ice challenge when we have that much ice. We'll do that next week at our fundraiser. Or at least I will. She's looking at me like I'm. We'll do it next. But how many of you have done that? You've seen it on Facebook. Everybody's doing the ice challenge for ALS, and it's a great cause. It's a great cause and a great way to get that movement and that disease and what is happening and inflicted to other people, get that out in the public. When's the last time you had a conversation about polio around the dinner table? We don't talk about polio. We don't talk about it. But it's a problem. We're a plane ride away from it infecting our country once again. 3 countries having major issues right now, and when I name them, you'll know why. Afghanistan, Pakistan, Nigeria. Now, we are having some great movements in Nigeria and Afghanistan. This is the 2nd week in a row that no new cases have been reported in Nigeria or Afghanistan. That was just reported yesterday. We're still having some issues in Afghanistan. 8 new cases were reported this week. 4 new cases were reported last week. So we're still having some issues in Afghanistan. But it was also just announced, Pakistan, so I'm sorry. It was also announced just last week that we need to re-inoculate all of the children in Iraq all over again. 4.6 million kids have to be re-inoculated all over again. And why? Because of the conflict in Iraq. And where are those families starting to flee to? Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Nigeria, the 3 countries that we're having difficulty in. So we have to start over again. But we're going to get the job done because of your continued giving to the End Polio Now campaign, to your continued giving to the Rotary Foundation. We're going to continue that promise, and we will finish the job by the end of 2015. That is our goal as Rotary International, to get that job done by the end of next year. So start talking about polio. Start giving to the End Polio Now campaign if you've not done so, because we have a great match from the Bill Gates Foundation that will give 2 for 1. Actually 3 for 1. You give $1, they're going to match it by $2. So please give to that organization along with the many others that you support.